You can't see me, Mama? Y'all, anybody in the chats, let me know if you can see me. We're gonna work this out, get this going for some reason. Okay, well, I can't see myself, but I already know what I look like, so we're good. Uh, we're about a minute early, but let's just go ahead and jump into it. Welcome everyone to TNT Tuesday Night Tussle. It is me, and we were out, Ronzilla, but my man BJS Figs is in the house. We got a great show for you. BJS, say what's up to everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Tuesday Night Tussle, your favorite night of the week, is back. Yes, we're down, Zilla, but we got the tag team partners back. Me and Dross Beef, ready to have a good show. First time live on YouTube. And the great thing about us being on YouTube is if you can't make it for some reason, you will be able to go back and watch it later.
It will post tomorrow, probably around 9 or so. So if you do have to cut out or couldn't be here, you can come back and watch it. So thank everybody that tunes in. We got a good show. We're gonna go over Raw from last week, the date 1/5. We're gonna go over the SmackDown, and we're gonna go over Raw last night. And then the best part of the show, guys, we're gonna tell you how we would have rebooked the John Cena retirement tour. BJS has got his. I've got mine. And let us know at the end who's you like. If you like both, I hope you do. So give me one sec. I did forget something. And we'll just get this thing going. So we're going to start off with Raw, guys, from 1/5. So last week, hopefully y'all's memory is better than mine because I'm a little old. Uh, but let's just get into it. So we had Riho defeated the Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles. Now, everybody already knows, but in case there's new people on here, I'm going to let you know I'm not a fan of the Kabuki Warriors, and I'm not a fan of the Riho pairing. I think Rhea should be on her own to do her own thing. I think she's getting watered down with being in this tag team stuff, but at least they got it off the Kabuki Warriors, and I didn't really pay attention to the match. I had it on, but like I said, I didn't really care. So, BJS, you want to elaborate anything on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too big on the Kabuki Warriors either or Team Riho, but definitely glad that the titles are off the Kabuki Warriors. But I mean, Rhea is being watered down. She does not need to be in the tag team division. She's still one of the top female wrestlers, so she should still be in that title picture. And I didn't really pay attention to that match either because it was just I didn't really have that much interest in it, so I just had it on.
Ryder, Mama, 80s, thank you everybody for coming in. Uh, keep the comments coming. Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about Rhea in a little bit once we get to the other Raw. We'll jump back in here. Becky Lynch defeated Mono Girl for the IC title. I I didn't really even care about this match either. When Mono Girl won the title, I thought she was doing some good work, and I was like, okay, get it off Becky, give her a shot. It looked like she was doing better. She was getting away from the um, Alpha Academy or whatever. She wasn't being too hokey in her stuff, and now she's went back to it. So I don't think this is on the talent. I think this is on the writers. I don't know why they did not tell her, hey, stick to what you were doing. It was working because I was actually getting into it. And then she just went back to doing the crappy angle locks and it wasn't working for me no more, which I'm over Becky anyway. I don't think if Becky is going to be in a title picture, it doesn't need to be the Intercontinental title picture, you know? But your thoughts on any of that?
Yeah, I was not looking forward to that match at all because I knew with Becky coming back with the title shot that she was going to win. I'm sick of Becky. I call her Becky Hogan, and she has no reason to be the champion. I mean, she's been way over for years. She claims she's the best female. She's not,
She's
but
not.
and her promos are terrible. And then I was liking the Maxine thing too, the way she was going. And but like you said, she went back to the alpha stuff, and that is on the writing. And yeah, they dropped the ball there. They could have had something going. Hopefully, they pick it back up. But we'll see where they put her back in the mix now that she doesn't have the title.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna try to keep her doing something, put her in a tag team with somebody. That's who you should put in a tag team. Put her and EO together. You know, they could
Yeah,
be Mayo. You know, I
right.
mean, I mean, do something with it. But yeah, it just, I don't know. I don't want to see her drop back down to NXT, but maybe that's what has to happen. But I think she was getting it. I don't know what happened. I'm putting that on the writers. Now I could be wrong. Maybe she talked them into going back, but taking the strap off and doing, you're not that person. You're very athletic and you can do some things, but stick to your strengths. And you went back to your faults. But, it is what it is. All right. Liv Morgan defeated Lyric. Uh, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Lyric. Uh, so, yeah, I mean, I've never bought the whole winged angel, whatever her name is, Taya, Valkyrie, Lyric. I don't know. I don't get the whole wing thing. And I think she was brought up too quick and doesn't really need to be on this main roster. You know, definitely her and Bailey doesn't mix for me. I'm not buying into that. But I think Liv Morgan should have won, of course. I mean, Liv Morgan, whether you like her or not, she is a star. She's over. She needs to be back in the title picture as well. We'll talk more about that when we talk about the tag team stuff. But what else you got on that?
Yeah, I was a big fan of Lyric in NXT, but when she came up, I'm just it's one of those what always seems to happen. The talent gets called up to the big roster, and then they just don't really pan out. I haven't been too impressed with her on her run, especially the team of her and Bailey. That you're right, that does not clash at all. Um, I'm totally okay with Liv Morgan winning. That's the right person to win. She is one of the top women wrestlers, and like it needs to be in the title picture. So yeah, I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. Uh, okay, and then the main event, CM Punk defeated Braun Breaker, which I already thought this was going to happen. I didn't see Breaker getting it yet. I could see them, and we'll get into it more because some other stuff happened this next week. But I could see them putting him in the Rumble and maybe him winning it, or at least a chance for him winning it. So, but yeah, I'm kind of afraid they're going to give it to Roman or something, or maybe even Cody now since he ain't got the title. But we'll get into that more. The match was sloppy. The match was really sloppy. Both guys look like they could have got injured. I did hear somebody might have been in concussion protocol, but I guess nothing ever came of that. Uh, but the first mistake on Braun when he did the Frankensteiner, that was on him. That was not Punk's fault at all. Braun's got to do better. Uh, I think he was just maybe a little too amped up, and that's what I worry about him when he gets in the big spots like that. He gets too over amped up and excited. Uh, the part where Punk hit the floor with his face, my goodness! But apparently his boot blew out.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it just looked awkward. And I thought he really could have done something, but I guess both them guys are tough, and they push through it. Hopefully, I think they'll probably have another match down the road. And I hope it goes better for them because it was for one veteran I mean, how long's Braun been in there? 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, yep.
I mean, it should have been better, but I think the right call was to leave it on Punk for now. But I still think Braun in this year needs to get it. So, what else you got?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I knew Punk was going to keep the title. I do think Braun's going to take it off of him eventually, but it's going to be at a bigger pay per view. Um, the only thing, at first, I was excited for this feud, but now I'm kind of falling away from it because you got Braun, who's the young, super athletic, super fast, but like you said, in those big moments, he gets too hyper and then he messes up and botches. And then Punk, I'm a big Punk guy, but I'm afraid to say he's losing it. Like he's getting really old, and I just don't think Punk has what it takes to go in ring with Braun to make it a good match. And then, like you said, on the promo skills, I mean, Punk is just levels above Braun. So it's not going to be that great of a feud for me. I mean, I hope they can have another match and make it a decent match, but in the future, Braun definitely needs to take the title because he's the future of that company.
And I totally agree. I've said this too before. I'm a big Punk fan, but I'm more about him being on the mic and stuff. Yes, let him have a little run, but maybe he does drop the title at Mania or something. Because put him in a commentator role, a manager role, a GM role, something. I mean, he's worth being on TV, but yeah, his wrestling is not the greatest anymore. You know, but I mean, he's still what he knows is better than half of them, but
Right.
it's just not being.
Yeah.
Father Time gets all of us. You know, I mean,
Yep. And
he's out there
Father
doing
Time's
stuff that I
undefeated.
couldn't do. So, huh?
Yeah, me too. I said Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah, exactly. A couple more things, and then I want to talk about this whole show real quick. You had the Usos promo. I thought the promo was terrible. Um, the little AJ Gunther angle, and we'll get more into that when we get to the other ones. Here is my thing. This was your big 1 year anniversary on Netflix, and you had one men's match on there and two little other sprinkle things with AJ and the Usos and Gunther, and that was it. It was basically like watching Glow.
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, and no offense to the women, but we couldn't put a better card together for this. And then
Oh, I totally agree.
the main event didn't even leave up to it because it was sloppy. And the other thing with the main event, you got Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and Bronson freaking Reed, and the people that come out to help is Ray, Penta, and uh AJ, half of AJ Lee, Dragon Lee. I mean,
Dragon
come
Lee,
on,
yeah.
man. What are we doing?
I
I mean,
I said the same thing.
that should have been up there for somebody in the status of a Cody Rhodes or a Roman Reigns. Not no offense to get Mysterio, but he's so small and he needs to go like Punk too. You know, he should have
Right.
already went before Punk because he just doesn't. He can't do what he used to could do. You know, we still respect him and he's great. What's up, 812? Justin, everybody, welcome in.
What's up,
Uh,
812, Justin, 80s kid?
who got a flat tire? Who got a
I
flat
think he was
tire,
saying,
80s?
I think he meant that about Punk.
Oh, I got you. I thought somebody was out there stranded and we're just over here talking. All right. So, and the whole Stranger Things collab. I mean, I'm not a Stranger Things guy. I watched the first season, couldn't get into it, but it's cool. I understand it's on Netflix. You're on Netflix. You want to kind of combine and help promote. I don't have an issue with that. But you didn't even have any of the cast from Stranger Things there. You didn't even have anybody of the
Exactly.
wrestlers dressed up like some of the demons or something. This was really low budget, poorly booked show. And I, I'm getting tired of WWE doing this shit. This should have been a big event. And this card that they gave them, what's going to happen when Netflix, you know, I know they got like what a 5 year deal or something. What
Something like
happens
that,
when
yeah.
yeah, what happens when Netflix goes to them and say, "Hey, we're not happy with what you're putting on," you know? So
Right.
I don't know. It's got to get better, and we can do that for another show of how they can get better and stuff like that. But let's get on. If you ain't got nothing else, we'll switch to SmackDown so we can get to the other Raw and then get to the fun stuff. You good?
Okay, yeah, let's get SmackDown.
All right. So I'll mention Cody and Drew, but we'll talk about that last. Yeah, Julia versus Alexa Bliss. Apparently, I guess what Julia won. I don't know if she actually won or not, but I know the other two big girls. Refrigerator Jacks and Eyelash Legend came out there or something.
Yeah.
I'm tired of them too. I think Eyelash Legend could maybe do something, but I think putting her with Naya is the wrong thing to do because all she's gonna do is learn the wrong stuff. That's not
Right.
who you want helping a newer talent out, in my eyes, my opinion. Uh, so, what do you think? Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Last Legend fan either. I definitely think she could be something, but yeah, learning from Nia, all she's going to learn from her is how to hurt people. And I get one thing I don't like about WWE is if you notice they always do couples back to back. So what I mean by that is if they, in the next segment they're going to show Trick Williams, and it's just like stop doing that. They do that on purpose.
Oh,
But but Alexa Bliss and Gilia, or however you say her name. I thought it was a decent match. I'm a fan of both of them. I think they're both pretty good for female wrestling. So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't the great. It was decent, but not great because of the interference. But I mean, what can you expect? Nothing against the women, but just a lot of their matches are not that great.
I agree. Julia, that's what we'll call her. Uh, and then you got the Wyatt Six versus the MFTs, the motherfucking Tongans. I am sick of this feud already. I don't see that it's making anybody better. It's just watering both of them down. I think I think there's more talent in the MFTs than there is the Wyatt Six. Everybody should know by now my feelings on the Wyatt Six. This was just a gimmick to pay respects to Bray Wyatt. It's never going to amount to what everybody thought it was. I actually think it brings down the memory and the career of Bray Wyatt by doing this. But they got to get rid of this. This is not doing it for me. This is like if you took the Dungeon of Doom and had them fight the Job Squad. And I hate
Yeah,
to say that because I think Solo Sokoa could have been a good talent, and I think uh, Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga. Now Taller Tonga got to go, but the other two, I think they could be in the tag team picture and go for the tag team titles. And make a little noise. Yay, 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 yay. The new Beavis and Butthead of
yeah,
the tag team division. But other than that, it's not working for me, brother. I don't even think anybody won, did they? Wasn't it like a no contest or something, and everybody just fought off or something like they always
yep,
do?
yep. That's exactly what it was.
So, you know, eh, eh, thoughts? Any thoughts?
I mean, I was really into it at first because both, I'm a big advocate for Solo, and I think he has what it takes to be a great talent. But like keep putting him in this group like this, they're not using him right. And then the Wyatt
Oh,
Six, I know it's not the greatest, but but I mean, it is time to scrap this feud because it is getting very watered down, and neither team is benefiting from this. And I really don't understand why Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis still have the tag titles because when do they ever defend them?
exactly. But yeah, they got to switch up. I mean, do something. I mean, here's another thing. The Wyatt Six, I understand it's Raw and they're on SmackDown. But when you had the Stranger Things, why couldn't you have brought them out? I mean, they could have had the
Exactly.
creepy music and did something, but lazy booking, like Jim Cornette says. Good Lord.
Yep.
It's terrible. Okay. Trick Williams versus Ray Phoenix. I did not get to watch this match, so I can't really comment on it. I think the right person won. I do want to go back and check this. I heard it was a pretty good match. So if you saw it, I'll let you talk more on it because I'm not going to talk about it if I didn't see it.
Yeah, I did see it, and I thought it was a great match. I was really happy with the outcome. The right person won, and I'm really happy that they brought that big next talent up and they paired him with Ray Phoenix, who's a pretty good wrestler himself, and didn't just throw him in there with some old veteran or jobber or whatever, just so we could really see what he could do on the big lights, big show.
My only issue is with Ray Phoenix, and I've liked Phoenix and Penta better since they've been in WWE. But why are they not together? You got Penta over
Exactly.
there with Ray Mysterio and AJ. Lee or Dragon Lee or whatever his name. Come on, man, put the Lucha Bros back together and let them do something.
Yeah, they should
The
definitely.
Lucha Bros versus the Usos. Come on, man, I want to see that.
Yeah, at WrestleMania, why not?
I mean, just the damn booking. But anyway, all right. To the Cody Drew, I didn't even get to watch this either. Um, I mean, I know what happened. I know Fatu came out there, so Drew ended up getting the win. I guess he escaped the cage, as far as I read, or something. Um, but Fatu was attacking Drew, which I heard Fatu was coming back. I wish they kind of would have saved it for the Rumble, but you know, anyway, they used this to get the belt on Drew. Um, I'm fine with them putting it on Drew if they're not just using it to give it to Sami Zayn for some reason. If
That's
they don't
exactly
do
where
that
I'm
and
at
let
with
him
it.
have a little run, maybe at least up to Elimination Chamber or something, I'd be fine with that. But I don't know. I heard people were kind of booing Cody. Now, I know Fatu attacked Cody, but Cody's supposed to try to get in it and break him up or whatever. So we don't know for sure if he really attacked Cody or not. But I still think Cody's turning heel. So that's all I got
Yeah,
on it.
I didn't understand why Jacob Fatu he attacked both of them. So like it's like who's he really going to feud with? But I really do hope that Cody Hill turn is coming because it's been needing to come for about 3 years now. I don't know what he keeps waiting on. I mean, I know he likes being the babyface, but if he goes heel, they're going to love him even more.
Yeah. And then wait when he turns back.
Yeah, and I'm
So,
happy with Drew getting the belt exactly like you said, but not if it's to drop it at Sami Zayn at the Royal Rumble. Now, if they let him go on a little run, cool. Drew is a top competitor. I felt they don't use him right anyways, so he deserves a title shot.
gotcha. And I just don't see. I mean, I guess I kind of get the fin. Well, I'll wait till we get there anyway. We'll come back to that. Let's jump on to Raw, unless you got something else touch on that maybe I missed.
No, we're good.
Okay, so Raw, Riho comes out, and then here come all the other women. The triple threat match, Judgment Day, Kabuki Warriors, and Bailey and Lyric. We'll call them Blerick. Um, so the right team did win Judgment Day. I would really like to see them put the belts on them. Let them have a good little run for a couple months, and then put Liv back in the singles picture. Um, but get Rhea out of Riho and get her into the main stages. But it was a decent match, but I haven't been too thrilled with anything that the Kabuki Warriors get their hands on. But that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not impressed with the Kabuki Warriors either, and I definitely agree with you on the Judgment Day getting a little run in and then working Liv back in. I think that'd make for some good booking, good TV. So yeah, hopefully they make that happen.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they can get on track. Man, I always say Tony Khan needs a booker. I think Triple H needs a booker, to be honest. I mean, like Bret Hart
I,
said, the guy never had a good match in his life. How you think he's gonna be good at creative? But anyway, he's the shits. Uh so Javon Evans against one of the three Americanos. I'm so over this goddamn gimmick. I mean, I'll probably enjoy it when we do get the figures of these guys, but this is just taking this is taking a whole turn that I don't even think Vince would have done. So many Bravo Americana, Grande Americana. I don't know what the other one's name is, but Javon Evans did get the win, so good for him. But I wish it could have been in a more serious type of match instead of basically the clown show. You know what I'm saying? But
yep.
that- that's all I got on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad Javon Evans got the win, but I'm with that too. I'm tired of the foolishness. And as soon as I seen that match, I was like, here we go. They're already doing Javon Evans dirty, gonna give him these little jabronis and have stupid matches. But he's great in the ring, so unfortunately he can make up for what they can't do.
Yeah. I mean, what if you would have put him in there with a Tommaso Ciampa or something? Not Johnny Sameface, but
Right.
somebody like that. But whatever. Like I said, once again, I am not booking this. Um, all right, get to the promo, Punk promo, and then it was okay promo. I didn't really get much out of it. And then Finn Balor comes out, and this is what I was going to talk about. Go back to the Sami Zayn where he had an interview and he said he would like Drew to win because Drew's the only one he ain't beat. Blah blah blah. And I don't know how Sami Zayn is up into a title picture. And the only reason they're saying now that Finn Balor is in the title picture is because Punk mentioned his name. Good Lord. Finn Balor hasn't been nothing since he had I didn't think he deserved it then when he had the Universal title for what, 24 hours?
Yeah.
Hell, he was the first ever 24/7 champion, but he was a 24/1 champion. But yeah, Finn Balor's okay for like an intercontinental US title, tag titles or something, but I just when I think of the world champion, I don't think of Finn Balor, you know. But that's just me. Some people love him. And even when he does the demon character, it doesn't really mean much for me either. I mean, it's a cool entrance and stuff, but eh.
Right. Yeah,
But
he's definitely not a world champion type caliber. You hit it right. IC US title in that level. I don't even see how he's the leader of the Judgment Day. To me, that makes no sense at all. I mean, he's smaller than Liv Morgan almost. How can he lead some group?
well, because Edge left because he didn't want to do the Hoagie stuff, and then they didn't do the Hoagie stuff, and then Damian Priest said, "Forget this, I'm out of here too," and
Yeah.
you know,
And then Dom just blew up and does his own thing. So
yeah. But all right. And then we'll glimpse on it real quick. Another attack on Stephanie Vaquer. If they don't be careful, I hear this is not really like an injury or anything that's going to take her away. But if they keep going out there having her beat up, she's going to really be injured.
yeah,
Stop doing it. I don't need to see that shit 3 weeks in a row. And it's not doing anything because you're not going to let what's her name win.
Raquel.
Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez Consuela, whatever her name is. You're not gonna let her win. So why try to build her up and doing this? But
Yeah,
I agree, disagree.
I agree. I would like to see her win, but they're not going to let her. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then we got Alpha Academy, good Lord, calling for a title shot. Like they deserve a title shot. I thought we were done with this whole thing. If they would take Otis and make him serious and stop all this horse stuff, they've messed Otis ever since they took him away from heavy machinery. They have just not done him right. But they did the same thing to Chad Gable. I mean, they made him Shorty G and all this other stuff. It's just not working, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see that match. I think it'd be freaking horrible. But
Well,
anyway, looks like we're gonna get it, I guess.
unfortunately,
Yeah, it'll probably be on next Raw or one of the opening matches on the Rumble. But and then Penta Dragon Lee against Theory and Reed. The Penta Lee won by disqualification because Braun Breaker came out. And we see that led to the whole Braun Breaker suspension thing or whatever. I think that is just to get Breaker over to like he's not there, but then he comes back at the Rumble, like I kind of hinted on earlier. But that's it. I don't have nothing else.
yeah, I agree with that. But at the same time, I don't even understand that match. How do you have two giant guys against two of the smallest guys? I mean, it don't make sense.
It just all stemmed. We all knew it when they came out there and helped in the Punk Braun match. We knew we were going to get a. I figured it was going to be a 6-man, but I guess Ray couldn't go. You know, so I figured it was going to be Logan Paul and them two against Penta, Lee, and Ray. But Man, the booking is terrible. Okay, I'm done talking about Raw. Let's get on to some fun stuff that can lighten my mood. What we're gonna do, guys, and I appreciate everybody that's come in. And for those of y'all who didn't get to see it live, maybe you can watch it in the morning. We're gonna redo and rebook the John Cena retirement tour. So, BJS, I'm gonna leave it to you and let you have the first crack at it.
Okay. Are we just going down the list and doing the whole thing or just
Do the
one at a
whole
time?
thing. Yeah.
Okay. All
The
right. So
show
the
is
way
yours, my man.
so the way that I would book John Cena's farewell tour, I mean, John Cena didn't even need a farewell tour. The guy is so over and done everything in the business. He could have just done whatever he wanted, but they chose to give him one. Maybe he did want it. I don't know. I did keep some stuff the same, but I didn't agree with a lot of stuff they did. So starting off, his debut back was the Netflix premiere. I have him showing up, giving that promo, letting everybody know he's back, and that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. So then I have him in the Royal Rumble. I don't have him win it, but then I do have it set where he gets into the promos and he sets up the feud with Cody Rhodes because I thought that was a great match at WrestleMania. Him and Cody, the two biggest faces, maybe in the history of the business, but if not, they are two of the biggest. And then I'm fine with him winning and getting the belt and going on a little run. Um, After that, on Raw, I have him feud with Randy Orton to set up at Backlash like they did because you have to have Randy versus Cena. I mean, they just had some of the greatest feuds in their career, so yeah, you definitely got to have one last match with them.
Absolutely.
Um, and then as far as the next feud he would have, I had him at Saturday Night Main Event against Carmelo Hayes because
Okay.
I want to use Cena to build these younger talent guys and put these guys over. I mean, he doesn't even necessarily have to win, but just give him that big match, give him that big pop, let him get the exposure instead of having him face all these veterans. Uh, then after Carmelo Hayes, I have him doing a feud with LA Knight at Money in the Bank because those are two, top guys, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight. That's another guy that I felt would have got great exposure from that match. Then I have him feuding with Punk, running one with Punk at Night of Champions. Those two just really needed to have a match. I mean, they had some good feuds back in the day. They're two good old veterans, and they're at about the same pace, so they could probably have a better match than Cena with them younger guys, even though I want him to push those younger guys. Uh, then at SummerSlam, I say the whole, heel turn that it should have ended with him and The Rock at SummerSlam. Like that match should have definitely happened again because it was just that's a big important part. It was huge, and just to have it, it would have made big numbers. Then at the next pay per view would be Clash in Paris. I have them going with AJ Styles. I thought that was a great match between them. They were doing everybody's finishers. Two great in ring workers, both getting ready to retire. So I was okay with that. At WrestlePalooza, I had the same as him going against Brock Lesnar because that's kind of like a grudge match type of thing. And those two did have that grudge from ruthless aggression. And then the next one at Crown Jewel, I have him going against Logan Paul. Now, I'm by no means a Logan Paul fan, but I do respect what he has done in the business. He is one of the top heels and how athletic he is. So he does need to be in that big main event match with John because that just makes him even more popular or even more hated. He gets
Right.
even more, yeah, he gets more heat if he beats him. So
Yeah.
then Survivor Series War Games, I was definitely okay with the John Cena and the Dominic Mysterio because Dom is the ultimate heel himself. He's a great talent, and I really want Cena to push him over to so he can take over when Cena leaves. Because I mean, right now, I think your three top guys in wrestling are probably Dirty Dom, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul.
I agree.
And then the final match for his retirement match, it's definitely not Gunther because Gunther had no reason to be in that match, gained nothing from it, and it was a horrible match anyway. So, but my last match with him was to pass the torch to Braun Breaker because I think Braun Breaker's the number one future of the company.
That's really good, man. I like a lot of that stuff. I think I left out a couple things. We're gonna have some of the same, but I think that's really good, man. I better watch out, man. You may be coming for my Booker of the Year award, man. You know, watch out now. But no, really good job, guys. What did everybody think of BJS's booking of the John Cena? I thought it was pretty good, man. I don't know if I can top it or not, but we're sure gonna try. Uh, and Ryder, I don't know how to do that on here. Once I figure it out, we'll get that taken care of. But I don't have time to mess with it at the moment. So now I am gonna do what BJS did, and we'll see if mine can hold up. This is rebooking the John Cena retirement tour. Kind of like the same of what you had. First, we start with him saying he'd like to be champ one more time, become never seen 17 world champ, and to start, he's entering the Royal Rumble. He makes it to the final 4 or 5. Him and Jay trying to throw each other out, and Miz dumps them both. And Jay does not win the Rumble. Punk wins the Rumble. So he comes out on Raw and says, "I failed, uh, but I never give up. I will take care of the Miz, and then I will enter the Elimination Chamber and win that." So you get him and Miz into a feud, and I know Miz really wanted that, and it just never happened. And I think it should have because they did what fight twice at Mania or something. I don't know if they
Yeah.
fought twice at Mania, but I know they fought twice. So it makes sense to kind of start it out with a feud with him. Uh, so then he'll enter the chamber. Um, he'll win one by cheating, and then John. God dang, I can't read my own writing. So they have a couple promos, whatever. Miz wins one by cheating, and then John wins clean. John enters the chamber, loses to the curb stomp by Seth. Seth goes on to fight Punk at Mania. Uh, John comes out on Raw, cuts promo, says, "I'm done chasing titles. Um, I'm not done chasing titles, but one that has eluded me is the IC title held by Dominic Mysterio, and I'm coming for it." So they feud up till Mania with Judgment Day interfering and helping Dom keep the title. Then John fights Dom at WrestleMania in a steel cage, and John wins and comes first ever Grand Slam champ. Uh, then he beats Dom again on Raw in a rematch. Uh, taking care of all the Judgment Day and all that. Next week, he does an open challenge for the Intercontinental title. He beats Carmelo Hayes, but
Nice.
looks good in the loss. Issues open challenge for Backlash, and Rusev accepts. Rusev actually beats John Cena at Backlash. Then Rusev feuds with Sheamus and drops the IC title to Sheamus. And now Sheamus is a Grand Slam champ.
I love that.
So I took care of that too. Uh, and then John Cena is a secret entrance into the Money in the Bank and wins, cashes in on CM Punk the same night. And then John is the 17-time champ on Raw. Then he issues an open challenge for the world title. Punk comes out and says, "No, I get my rematch first." Yada, yada, yada. They fight at King of the Ring in a street fight. Rollins stomps Punk, Cena retains. So you continue the Punk and Rollins at the same time.
Right.
Cena continues open challenge, fights AJ Styles on Saturday night's main event, faces Orton at SummerSlam because that's got to be in there. Those two matches and feuds had to be in there. I didn't agree with the John Cena AJ style match as much as everybody else did, but it was still good. I just think they did too many people's moves.
Yeah.
Uh, so still an open challenge. Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle retains. Crown Jewel, he goes into Crown Jewel with an open challenge. And guess who comes out? Brock Lesnar. Lesnar wins, destroys Cena. Uh, then so Cena joins the Punk team against Brock and them at Survivor Series. So then we go on to Saturday night's main event, and it is a retirement match for the world title, Brock versus Cena.
Nice.
So whoever loses has to retire. Cena wins, retires Brock, finally gets
Woo.
revenge, and then he retires and hands over the belt. We put the belt up at the Royal Rumble. Whoever wins the Rumble is your new champ. Put it on Braun Breaker, and there we go.
I love it.
Man, that's a lot of work, man. But
It
I thought
is.
it was great.
I it was great.
I
You
sound
still
like
you're
Tony Khan. It's
no.
great. It's
Yeah.
great.
You're still Booker of the Year.
I haven't lost it yet. Man, I think that was really good, man. I actually thought we were gonna take longer on that. So we got about 20 minutes. I don't know if I brought my other paper in here. I may have to go grab it. Did you want to do the deal with the figures?
Yeah, we can. That's fine.
Okay, real quick though, let's before we get into that, because I want to show you, because I hadn't got to show you yet. I did get a ringside order, but it was only two figures. But it was the defining moments Cody Rhodes
Oh, nice.
with that winged eagle belt and the Penta Ciero
Woo.
medal.
I love that Penta. That thing is just amazing.
Man, it looks great. And I thought the AEW one was good, but this one, man, this looks like a banger, man. So
Hopefully there's no
we're gonna open these tomorrow night on TikTok, Wrestling
okay.
Wednesday.
Hopefully there's no flaws in it though.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Uh, so all right, guys, what we're gonna do, it's gonna get a little more heated, but we're gonna start putting in a segment at the end of the show every week, and it's gonna be called Beefing with Beef. And we're gonna have a segment, and we're gonna start picking a topic, and one of us has to defend it, and the other one against it. But what we had planned right now is we're gonna pick our favorite Mattel toy line, and not really much debate or try to change the other one's mind, but explain to y'all why we like that line and our reasons behind it. So here's what we're gonna do. BJS, if you're ready, tell them what is your favorite Mattel line to collect and why.
Okay. My favorite Mattel line to collect is the Legends line. And that's because I'm a fan of the old school stuff. And I think they make really good legends. You have more chances to get more people than other lines, and also at a cheaper rate. Now, unfortunately, we do get multiples of the same people in different outfits. That's the downfall to it. But that's just always been my favorite line is the legends.
And I really like the legends too. But I definitely agree they give us too many remakes and different style of the same character. You know, and I think that's why when I tell you mine is going to be one of the reasons why. My favorite is the Ultimate Edition Coliseum Collection. Now, the reason I like it the most is because not only is it an ultimate, we know the ultimates are great, all the articulation, the butterfly shoulders, the ab crunches, all that. But what you are getting, every figure that is in this line is somebody who had an LJN back in the day. So basically, they took my LJN that I had as a kid and they made it into an ultimate, and the packaging is great. The boxes are great. Uh, the only issue to me is eventually you will run out. There's only a certain amount that you can make, because there was only a certain amount of LJNs. But the one thing I do like about the collection is they have as of right now, they have not made a double yet. They have not took somebody and just put a different gear on it you
Yes.
know so they had, and which I think they should, to be honest, because I think you could do an Andre and a Hogan, and a Warrior and a Hogan and stuff like that. But I think they're trying to keep that for like the greatest grudge matches or something, which that's a cool line too. It's about basically the same, just a different name
Right.
on it. But I just love this collection. I never thought I could have what was supposed to be an LJN, and it's the same gear and stuff that LJN was, except it's not 20 pounds and a big rubber thing that your dogs chew on, and I can do all kinds of stuff with it. So everybody can put in the chats and tell us what's your favorite line of Mattel figures to collect, but that is mine. And guys, going forward, I hope y'all like this show. We changed the concept up a little bit. We are going to try to do more fantasy booking stuff. So I hope y'all like that side of it. Um, I think maybe our next episode, I don't think we've narrowed down which one yet. Have we?
No. No.
Okay.
We were talking like maybe in the 2000 or something like that, but
Okay. So I think next week we're gonna figure out, we're gonna pick a Royal Rumble and we're gonna rebook it. We're gonna rebook the matches in the front. We're gonna rebook the Rumble and tell you who we would have had winning at that time and stuff like that. Now eventually we may get back to the top tens, the top fives, different stuff like that. If y'all like that more, hopefully we'll have more figure content stuff coming as well. We may even start sometimes going over the newest releases or something, or maybe showing y'all at the end the new figures we picked up at the that week or whatever. But I hope y'all like the show. I think I like this style of format that we got. We did lose a member, but he went to go to school and better himself. So I think me and BJS are going to do a great job. My man is stepping forward. He's not being camera shy no more. He's grabbing the reins and running with it. So we're going to bring him out of his shell even more, guys. So we just got to keep him going. And if y'all have topics, especially for the beefing with beef segment, now what we're going to do with that segment is, like, say we take Goldberg and who was for the run of Goldberg and who wasn't. Now, on the case that me and him both agree, we'll flip a coin, and whoever ends up with tails or whatever they pick has to take the other side and try to defend it. Which I know what side I would be on. I would have been against the whole 179,000 streak that never really was. But I kind of have
I'm
the
right
Bret
there with
Hart
you because
sentiment, huh?
I never agreed with that run either. It made no sense. I mean, I get that he was over, but still, yeah. So I would disagree too.
And just a quick thought, since we did bring that up, I would have had him go on a run, but it never would have been that long and that many. I mean, some of them he fought the same person like three times or something, four times.
Yeah.
It
And
just
then it changed every week. One week he'd be 50-0, the next week he's 80-0. I mean,
yeah. It's like you weren't even doing house shows for the last month. Well, where did he
right.
do this at? But
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know. But yeah, we're gonna do a lot of other stuff. We're gonna, like, one of the things we want to get to, which will take us a little longer to prepare for. We want to rebook the invasion angle. We want to do different stuff like that. But we will take ideas, guys. Most of y'all follow us on TikTok too. You can shoot us a message over there or leave it in the comments on this. And not saying because you say a topic, we're gonna do that week, because we do have to have time to prepare, and a lot of times we already have stuff prepared ahead of time. But I think this is going to be good. The best thing about this, guys, we may not have as many people in here as we normally do on a TikTok, but you can go back and watch it. So if you want to see what we talked about and you couldn't be here because you had a dinner date or you had to work or whatever, you can put it on the next day at work, put it in your Raycon earbuds, even they're not sponsoring me yet, but give me a holler. Uh, hey, we're trying to get sponsorships over here, god dang.
Yeah. Hey, ringside, give Drost Beef a discount code.
Come on, man. At least you can't even drop me a 10% code. You
Right.
you you took 10 weeks to send me these figures, but you can't let me throw a code out there. Man,
Exactly.
and make sure y'all go check out my videos on TikTok. BJS, have you created an account on here yet?
I think I have the account.
Okay, well let's start getting you up. Make sure you're up there. Let's get it out to people. Let's get a few little videos and maybe some figures or whatever videos,
Okay.
shorts you want to throw out there so you can kind of get out there to more people. We'll get this thing built up like we always do. But I did, if you haven't seen the video I did on TikTok was attention Walmart shoppers. Because guess what? They canceled another order. The Kurt Angle is not coming. So I made a video on this because this is getting outrageous. You showed me the video of all those Stone Cold figures at Ross for $17.99. Why? I wonder why,
Mhm.
Walmart? Because you didn't send the orders out to anybody. I had ordered 3 of those Stone Colds. They canceled all of them. I had to pick them up in the stores. Every Walmart had 10 to 12 just sitting there. You know what I mean? And what
Yeah.
are we doing? How can you not ship that out?
Right.
So I know everybody's found these Kurt Angles, but they didn't have one from one store to ship to me.
So you need the Angle Ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look this week, and if I
Okay.
don't get it, I'll reach out.
I was
Even
gonna say
Bobby's.
because
Go ahead.
There's one at my Walmart. I can go get it for you if you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait because Bobby Price had asked me too. He told me they had it at his, and I think 812 said he could find it too. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna hold off and see if I can't find it this week because I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of them like they did with the
Right.
Stone Colds. But it's just ridiculous, you know.
It is.
And and not only that, not only their online stuff, they sit here and you've seen my videos. There's stuff from 2015 and 2013 sitting on the shelves. Why are you not putting this shit on clearance or selling it off to Ross or somebody like that? You know,
Right.
it
Um,
just
has your Street Fighters got canceled yet?
not yet.
Mine either, but I'm waiting for it.
Oh yeah. You know, the only thing that usually doesn't get canceled for me through Walmart is every now and then I'll get a Marvel Legend or I'll get the 3-pack wrestling. And they have never canceled a 3-pack on me. So
Okay.
I guess maybe if it's $80 or more, they won't cancel the damn thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of racket they're running over there. But go check that video out over on TikTok. I'm at Roast Beef on TikTok. I did everybody watch the video. If you've had this something like this happen, put in hashtag Walmart sucks. Let's get that rolling. Let's get it pushed out there. I did tag Walmart in it, so watch it and learn. God dang it. Uh, but yeah, we'll check for that. I'm gonna wait this week and see if I can find it, guys. But I appreciate everybody trying to help me out. We're about to jump off here. If you want to say anything or add anything, let's go ahead and do it, and we'll go ahead and jump out of here. We're a few minutes early,
Okay.
but
One quick thing I wanted to see. I forgot when we were talking Raw and SmackDown and all that. How do you feel about all these NXT talents getting called up all at the same time? Now, I'll tell you, in my opinion, I don't like it because I know that the roster is hurting bad right now and they need people, they need new stars. But you're bringing all these NXT people up at the same time and you can't push them all. So they're going to get lost in the system.
yeah, and I agree. I don't think they should bring them all up at once, but I don't understand why they need to. I mean, who really all is hurt? I mean, Fatu is back. Seth Rollins is on the shelf, but if you ask me, who really gives a
Yeah,
other than that, who is really hurt? I mean, Brock's just a part timer. You got Gunther, you still got AJ, you got Randy back. Uh, you got Sami Zayn, if you want to count him. You got McIntyre, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed. I mean, you've got enough people. Maybe you need a couple more baby faces, maybe,
yeah.
But I agree. You don't need to bring them up one or two every 3 to 6 months. Give them some time to kind of get some traction, and then I want to see. I didn't mention it. We forgot to mention about Trick Williams and Randy Orton because I did
Yeah,
not get to watch the promo, but I know it happened. But I don't know. We'll see if Trick is biting off more he can chew, or maybe he's gonna be in the footsteps of the Legend Killer, and maybe he's gonna get to progress like that. We'll see.
he's gonna be with the lemon pepper stuffers.
Did you see the promo?
I did. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, I haven't. I was gonna try to check it out today, and I just ran out of time. And like I wanted
Yeah,
to go back and watch the Cody and Drew because I didn't get to see it all, but I just been dragging butt a little bit. But
right.
I don't really have nothing else. If you're ready, we'll say what we got to say, and we'll close the show. And hopefully, we'll do better next time. But I hope y'all enjoyed the show. This is our first one over here on YouTube. We're gonna keep it rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling like a young Brutus beefcake. Take us home, BJS.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is a new setup, our first live. I think it was pretty good. Hopefully, the next one is better, and we just keep getting better and better. I hope you guys like the new concept. We're always welcome for feedback, requests. Just get a hold of me or Beef. We may not always get to it right away, but we will eventually incorporate what you guys want us to talk about. And appreciate all the support. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks, guys.
And guys, I'm gonna leave you on this note since I didn't open with it. I'll leave with it. You're talking to the wrestling t-shirt wearing, championship ring wearing, deal stealing, toy dealing, Hot Wheel riding, dragonfly flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time keeping these credit card bills down. Good night from TNT Tuesday Night Tussle.